Meet the horsepower monster's Project Camaro. No, it doesn't look like much, and it sounds worse. We're already planning an engine swap for this car, but in the meantime, a repair for that exhaust leak is definitely in order.
When I bought this car on eBay, you could tell the engine was weak, but at least it sounded okay. The ride home was about 100 miles, and on the way, the exhaust leak started. And now, just a couple weeks later, this is what you get. Now, this Camaro already has plenty of problems, but the exhaust leak is driving me crazy, so it goes to the top of the list.
The solution, at least for me, is to install a set of Stage 8 header bolts. They lock in place, so once you get them installed, they're not going to back off again. Step 1 is to get the old headers off and make sure that the source of the leak isn't a cracked header flange or a broken weld. We're lucky. In this case, those grungy headers may be ugly, but they're still good. It's just a couple of loose bolts and an exhaust gasket that's been burnt just a little bit beyond repair. Going in their place will be a new pair of Cometic armor-clad exhaust gaskets. The steel outer layers can shrug off up to 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit, so another burnt gasket won't be an issue. The Stage 8 header bolts use a unique 3-piece system to eliminate the chance of any bolt backing out. There's the bolt itself and a retainer machined to fit over the bolt's hex. Then a spring clip snaps into the groove cut into the head of the bolt that locks the retainer in place. Before installing the new exhaust gaskets, I've already cleaned up the header flanges and started 2 of the Stage 8 header bolts loosely on the outside ends of the flanges. The gasket just drops into place and hangs on the bolts. Now we can add a dab of anti-seize on the threads and run the rest of the fasteners in place, bolting the header up tight in the process. Once the header bolts are on, the next step is to install the retainers. There's a semicircular notch cut out of each that creates clearance for the header tube. Now the header bolt can't rotate because the retainer will hit the tube. Once the retainer is on, pop the spring clip into the machine groove on the head of the bolt and you're all set. In some places, you may find that the header tube is too close to the bolt. In this situation, it's okay to grind some clearance on the retainer. And here's a look at the finished assembly. Now this wouldn't be the horsepower monster if we didn't plan to put a much more extreme engine package in this Camaro. That's in the works, and we'll move the Stage 8 fasteners over to the new engine when that goes in. But for now at least, the exhaust leak is gone and we don't have to worry about it coming back again.